Okay, so here's the process, the way it lays down. I'm in a nice, clean environment lab where I have control over a great deal of lighting scenarios. One lighting is I have the ability to have gels over my lights. Okay, so in the very, very background, I have a gel on my light. It's a yellow. That's not a requirement, but just know that you can get a really nice source of fill light that way. Now, don't be scared. I'm going to turn up the lights. Remember, you're trapped in here with me. Now, I can adjust these lights so you can see that I can get them really bright if I wanted to. But trust me when I say don't. Put them down, a really small amount of light is needed. Only a nice yellow cast is needed. And you can see in my right hand I have my flashlight, and in my left hand I got my remote control. Okay, so I'm going to be quickly going in and shining the light, clicking it off. Shining the light, clicking it off. Alright, ready? So, the idea here is to open the shutter. And let's make sure that the shutter is on, because that sounded really... There we go. Yep, it worked. And you can see it's completely dark in the room, but yet it worked, because I was able to open the shutter for a great deal of time and then shut it again. So, looks pretty good. I haven't even shined the flashlight yet on it. Well, being said, that's because the aperture is set very, 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 very low. So, another thing you might want to do is play around with aperture a little bit and lessen the amount of light that can come in. What that'll also do is give you a nice, crisp picture all the way through. But we'll look at that here in a minute. Let's play around with the light. Opening it. Closing it. Okay. Opening it. And sometimes it likes to be stubborn. Light. Closing it. Okay, let's do this. We're going to take red light in one direction and white light in the other direction. Close it out. Okay, good stuff. Isn't this fun? So, what this teaches the student is basically you're in control of light. You're in control of how long the shutter's open. You're in control of everything. Students like to be in control. Trust me. I was a student once myself. And now you're not limited to just this stuff, like how I have it set up is just a stupid flashlight. But here's a green laser. They're always fun. So I can go like that real quick and then paint some light into the scene and close it out. What I'll have is a nice glimmer point on one of the bottles there. Another thing you could do is I have this flash in the room, this giant strobe. Students could do this. Let's open the shutter up and manually flash that. Paint some red into the scene and then close it out. That'll be a nice picture. These pictures will not be white balanced. I like the color that pervades into the background. The white balance would ruin that. White balancing is just basically zeroing out your colors so they're actually realistic colors. Even though I got a yellow film in the background, it would destroy the yellow film if that's the case if I white balance it. Alright, kind of get it? Now, as I said, let's adjust the aperture. let's say I close the aperture up right about here. Well, what's that do for me? Well, now I have more time to do light. So if I go like this, open it up, I can take my time, go over here, paint some light this way, paint some light the other way, and then close it out. Ooh, right? So if you don't like the fast approach where you're tripping over a bunch of stuff in front of you, that's a great way to do it too. One last thing you could do, it's kind of neat, like if you have the shutter open, things that move really capture weirdly. Okay, weirdly. Define weird. Well, if I go like this, and then wave my arm real quick in front of the camera, and then close it out, I now have this weird ghost that appears on the picture. Okay? It's kind of spooky, but good times. Alright, that's your assignment. I need you to set up junk, take pictures of it, play with light, and all pictures, let's say in the actual assignment, I need 10 individualized pictures. So that means you're going to be setting up this 10 different ways and taking some shots. So I would take 3 shots per 10. That way you can get differentiations. I want a large amount of pictures here so I can bring them into Lightroom with you and show you how to edit them later. Alright, that's the assignment. Enjoy. Until next assignment.